Hello students, welcome to our third class of SSC MTS previous year question practice session. In today's class, we are going to solve certain important previous year questions of articles that has come in SSC MTS examination. Well, this is the third and also the last class for articles for PYQ solving for SSC MTS. Well, then let's begin our class. Coming to the first question for today's class. Let's read the question. As I've told all of you that you must read the question twice or thrice before jumping into the conclusion. Our first sentence, which is a question of SSC MTS 2022. MTS 2022's question: the students stopped their chatter as soon as them noticed the teacher enter the classroom. The students stopped their chatter as soon as them noticed the teacher enter the classroom. Clearly, you can see that the sentence is divided into four parts, and in this sentence, we have to find out the error, and then we have to choose the correct option where the error is lying. Let's try to focus where the error is lying. The students stopped their chatter as soon as them noticed. Here, the students are actually made definite, the students are made particularized, and hence it has been described here that who stopped their chatter. So basically this is the subject and also definitely not only the noun but the subject of the sentence. Along with that, we can also see here it is written them, which is pronoun but object. In the sentence first, it is written the students as subject. Again, the same thing is being repeated as object, which is not grammatically correct. I hope you all remember in the last two classes, I have told you it is mandatory that first you have to find out if the sentence is literally giving us the correct meaning and if it is literally correct. And then you have to find out if it is grammatically correct or not. So these two things are essential to find out the error. Here, thus in this sentence, the literal meaning might be little correct, if not 100%, but the grammatical meaning is absolutely incorrect, because here we are trying to explain that the students stopped their chit chat, stopped their chattering as soon as they saw the teacher entering the classroom. Hence, we cannot use them because them is an object, and technically we cannot use them. We have to use the subject, which is they. So the correct sentence is the students stopped their chatter as soon as they noticed the teacher enter the classroom. So we have to choose option number 4, and the word them will be replaced with they. I hope this sentence is clear to you, and you can see that how much important all the grammar chapters and their rules are to find the individual meaning and individual error of a sentence, no matter which grammatical chapters practice set we are doing. Hope this question is clear. Moving to the next question. The mob is believing every word the leader says. SSC MTS 2022's question. The mob is believing every word the leader says. Well, here in this question, we are talking about a particular person, mob. Hence, we can use definite article the. since we are particularizing a person. The mob is believing every word the leader says. Again, someone else is getting satisfied. The mob is listening to whom? The mob is listening to the leader. That means the mob is specified in the sentence, and also the leader is also specified in. Hence, in both the cases, mob and leader are specified, and along with this, another thing is mentioned, that is every word. That means the mob believes every word the leader says. So whenever we talk about every word, we cannot use, or something that is happening all time, we cannot use continuous tense. It has to be simple present tense, believes. Hence, our sentence is the mob believes is not also required. The mob believes every word the leader says. So we have to choose option number 1, and is believing is the incorrect tense, and it will be believes. Let me repeat this particular sentence this particular logic once more. ES. The mob is being specified. The leader is being specified. And in the sentence, it is been said that the mob is believing every word of the leader. And another thing, here we have not mentioned words. The same rule we have seen getting repeated twice to thrice in the last class English article practice set, where we have seen that if the subject is singular, then the verb is plural, and if the subject is plural, then the verb will be singular. Just inversely proportional, opposite. Same thing here. Every word there is no s, naturally it has to be believes. And also from the word every, we can come to this conclusion that the tense has to be simple present tense, because here it is being said that the mob believes all the words the leader says. And when we are saying is believing, that means the activity is happening right now. It is continuing right now. In that case, we cannot say every word. I hope you can understand where and from which and from how many logic we can come to this conclusion that the word will be believes. So our correct sentence is the mob believes every word the leader says. I hope the question is clear to you. Moving to the next question. SSC MTS 2020's question. The general have ordered that the troops should move immediately. The third question for today's class. The general have ordered that the troops should move immediately. Clearly in this question you can see that definite article is used for general, since it is specified, and also another definite article is used for troops. That means who ordered whom. General ordered troops, and for those two reasons definite article the is used. So in both these cases we have to find out where the error is lying. The general, which is singular and definite, and we cannot use have, because for singular we use has, and for plural we use have. She has, they have. So the correct word that should be replaced with has. The general has ordered that the troops should move immediately. So the word have is incorrect. Again, the same subject verb agreement where noun, article, all the logics are getting repeated. So our correct sentence is the general has ordered that the troops should move immediately. So the option that we need to choose is option D, and the correct word is has. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Moving to the next question. The fourth question for today's class, which is a question of SSC MTS 2021. Let's read the question. The careful crafted personality of Anahita did not help her much in the electoral campaign. Once more, the careful crafted personality of Anahita did not help her much in the electoral campaign. In 2021 MTS, we have faced this question, and let's try to find out where the error is lying. Clearly, we can see definite article the is used for specifying Anahita's personality and electoral campaign. So when we are talking about Anahita's personality, careful crafted personality. So the word careful is not getting fit, and also for personality here another word is used, crafted. Crafted personality, adjective. Careful personality is incorrect. It has to be the carefully crafted, because this word is actually giving information about crafted. Careful itself is adjective, but here we need to write carefully, because carefully is an adverb. An adverb not only gives information about the verb in a sentence, but it also gives information about another adjective or another adverb in a sentence. Don't worry, once we reach adjective and adverb chapters, I will explain this basic rules to you once more. But here for articles also, we need to have the basic knowledge of the other chapters as well. Just like I told you in our first class that for the solving of any questions, for solving any previous year questions, we need of English for any competitive examination, and definitely for MTS and SSC it is mandatory that we need to have all the basic and exceptional logic and rules of the grammatical chapters stuck in our head, stuck in our mind. Well, let's come back to this question once more. The careful crafted personality. Here we are giving information about crafted, and crafted is giving information about personality, and personality is getting specified. Personality is getting definite by the word the. So you can clearly see how we are trying to find out the error and how we are rectifying it. So our correct sentence is the carefully crafted personality of Anahita did not help her much in the electoral campaign. So the correct option that we need to choose is option B, the carefully crafted personality. I hope this question is clear to you. Moving to the next question. SSC MTS 2021's question, and the fifth question for today's class. When we got to the train station, the Rajdhani Express had already been leaving. Let's read the question once more. When we got to the train station, the Rajdhani Express had already been leaving. In this particular question, I have seen a lot of students making a mistake by omitting the word the. They often think that the word the is not much essential in this sentence. Now, let me tell you one thing. Here it is written train station. Just for one word train, the word station is getting definite, and that is the only reason for which we are using definite article the before the word train. So unless and until we wouldn't have used, if we wouldn't have used the word station, if we would have used train, or if we would have used only station and not train, definitely definite article the we couldn't use. But here we are able to use the word the only because we are mentioning which station? Train station. It could have been pump station. It could have been any station. Since we have specified it's train station. So the word the is applicable here. So just to make this thing clear to all of you, that it is not essential that whenever you see additional use of articles in a sentence, you have to jump and omit the article to make the sentence correct. That is not actually what the way it is being actually made. This should be kept in mind. Okay. When we got to the train station, the Rajdhani Express had already been leaving. That means someone reached the station and the incident happened just few seconds before they reached the station. Hence, the tense in the sentence is incorrect. It will be has already been leaving, which is present perfect tense. So actually, for as I'm telling you quite a number of times, that you have to use all the chapters knowledge. Not only one chapter is essential for solving one chapter's question. In this question, we have to have the knowledge of both article and also tense. Both of them are equally important. Has already been leaving. Has been leaving. So what kind of a tense it is? Present perfect, and for short I'm writing T. T is used here as a short form of tense. Not official abbreviation, I just wrote here due to deficiency of space. So has been leaving is basically present perfect tense. So basically, present perfect tense is used for actions that is happening just before present. Something that has started in the past and ended just a second before the present time. Has been living. That means when the group of people reached the station, just few seconds before they reached the station, the Rajdhani Express left, or better to say, has already been leaving. It didn't leave completely, and it is not even standing. It started leaving the station. I hope this sentence is clear to you. So the correct option that we need to choose is option C. Had already been living is the incorrect one, and it will be corrected with has already been leaving. When we got to the train station, the Rajdhani Express has already been leaving. I hope this question is clear to you. Moving to the next question. The sixth question for today's class, which is a question of SSC MTS 2020. The students and the teachers worked hardly to make the event a success. The students and the teachers worked hardly to make the event a success. Now, this is another tragic question. Students often think that we don't need to use the word to use the article a before the word success. They often think that how can we actually use the word a before success, because success cannot be seen, success cannot be touched, success can only be felt. But here the word success is not used in that way actually. So the error is not in this part. The letter A is definitely required and it is correct. Now let's try to find the error, then where the error is actually residing. The students and the teachers worked hardly. So here we are trying to say worked hardly as an adverb, but it is not required to present it in the adverb way. Worked hard. They worked hard. Hard is the correct adverb. The students and the teachers worked hard to make the event a success. So I think you can understand how much essential it is to find out which word is used perfectly or not. For that, you have to focus on the literal and then on the grammatical sense. So I've been repeating the same thing to all of you quite a number of times, and if you follow this way, if you follow your rules to solve the questions, naturally there won't be any error lying in your answers. So our correct sentence is, the students and the teachers worked hard to make the event a success. And the correct option is option number C, and hardly is an incorrect word here, which is replaced with the word hard. I hope this question is clear. Moving to the next question, and the seventh question for today's class. MTS 2021's question. Death of his only son made Mohan desolate. MTS 2021's question. Death of his only son made Mohan desolate. This is a very, very easy question, and you can clearly see that the error is lying in part 1. Now let me tell you how. Here it has been described for which reason Mohan is sad. Mohan made Mohan desolate. Mohan is a person, Mohan is a proper noun. Before jumping into the next logic, can you see how much individual grammatical chapters are interrelated with each other? Rather, better to say that all the chapters, all the grammatical chapters are very much closely interrelated with each other. For articles, you need noun. For nouns, you need verbs. For verbs, you need tense. For tense, you need article. All the chapters are actually moving in a loop, and all the rules of all the chapters are essential. Now see, Mohan is definitely proper noun. Mohan is desolate. Desolate is basically when someone is absolutely shocked and then broken. Like there's nothing that can make the man stand by. The man or the person, not man, better to say person. The person is absolutely broken from in and out, shocked, and nothing can nurture him, nothing can nurture his emotions and feelings. This kind of an expression is desolate. Now coming to this sentence. Death of his only son made Mohan desolate. Now, what made Mohan desolate? Death. So, this is a reason. The reason is specified. The reason behind Mohan's desolation is specified. Hence, we can use definite article the before death because it is a reason. Now I'm pretty sure that all of you will ask me that, ma'am, death is something which is almost abstract, because we can see dead person, we can see someone dying, but death cannot be seen. It is not an action, right? Definitely, you are correct. Death is an action. Death is not an action. Dying is an action. Dying is a verb. Death cannot be seen. That's absolutely correct. But here in this sentence, death is not represented as a verb. It is represented as reason behind someone's emotion, someone's desolation. The word death here is not used as verb, it is used reason. And when we are specifying a reason, when we are making a reason definite, we have to use definite article the. Hence the correct sentence is, the death of his only son made Mohan desolate. We have to use definite article the before the word death. I hope this question is clear to you. This one was actually a very simple sentence, but not that simple to figure out the answer. Moving to the next question. Eighth question for today's class. SSC MTS 2021's question. We have faced this question in 2021. By noon, the fog cleared completely. By noon, the fog cleared completely. Again, telling you, focus first on the literal one and then definitely on the grammatical one. Here it is said, by noon, the fog, what got cleared? The fog got cleared completely. Now I'm sure a lot of you will tell me that, ma'am, noon is a specific time. A specific time of a specific day, or rather just a specific time of a day is mentioned, then why not the noon? Since noon is a specific time, you can definitely ask me, but this is incorrect. According to the exceptional rules of definite articles, we cannot use any article, or better to say, we cannot use the before just any time like noon, dusk, dawn. We can write at noon, at dawn, at dusk. But we can write in the morning. In the morning, we can write in the morning, in the night, in the afternoon, we can write. So these are the very basic rules that we need to keep in mind. Unless and until you make it, unless and until you read it, you won't be able to solve all this kind of questions. You won't be able to actually imply the logic, the reason behind the sentences. So the sentence is literally and also grammatically absolutely correct, with actually no error lying in the sentence. So the correct sentence is, by noon the fog cleared completely. Moving to the next question, and the last question for today's class, and the last question for article practice set of SSC MTS. And the ninth question, which is a question of SSC MTS 2020. MTS 2020's question: unless you are careful, you are bound to make mistake in your work. Unless you are careful, you are bound to make mistake in your work. Clearly, we can see that the error is lying in part. How? Usually, we don't make any one mistake. We usually make a lot of mistake, right? So whenever we make mistakes, either we have to add s, or if we write mistake, we have to write a mistake and make it just a general one. So either the sentence can be represented, unless you are careful, you are bound to make mistakes in your work. Or we can say, unless you are careful, you are bound to make a mistake in your work. Both the sentences are correct, and this sentence is actually being declared correct from both literal and also grammatical sense. I hope this question is clear to you. Well, that's all from article, and here all the classes of article ends. See you in the next class with the important previous year questions of noun. And we are going to start noun from the next. Thank you.